Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today, I just kind of wanted to talk about what I do and do not like about the newly revamped Heroes Jubilee formula. So, we have the first iteration of Tempest Heroes Jubilee. It's no longer called Jubilee Catalyst or Blitz or whatever like it previously was. So, last month we had Jubilee Catalyst 42, and now we just have Tempest Heroes Jubilee. I'm sure that next month in October we'll get Tempest Heroes Jubilee 2, and so forth and so forth. But I do like the more, I think, clean menu format. So previously, over here on the left, you had two different tabs for normal battle, boss battles, and you'd go into normal battle, and you'd click your battle, and then you'd have to select battle 1, 2, or 3, and then you have to click out and go to boss battle, and then select boss battle 1 or 2. In here, you just click on the tab, and it's all consolidated into one nice list. So you have your boss battle 1 and 2, you have your normal battles 3, 2, and 1, that actually where your score matters. This, I think, is much nicer. It's less navigation to get the same exact stuff. I do like that it's all together. Another thing, I think one of the best things I enjoy is that all fights, no matter what you're doing, costs stamina now. And previously, in case you were not aware, you would have to play normal battles, and you would get a random amount of boss battle tickets. And then you would use those tickets to go into the boss fights. And it would take 10 tickets per boss fight. And the normal battles never just gave you a flat 10 tickets. It gave you 4 tickets, 7 tickets, some random arbitrary number. And so what you would have to do is that you would do your normal battles, you'd get 50 tickets, and that would give you 5 runs in boss battle. And then if you ran out and you didn't get the good run, because it's all RNG, you'd have to then stop and then go back into normal battle, grind more tickets, and then come back and do boss battle again. And it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was very annoying, very time consuming. And you see on this previous Jubilee, you got reward tickets for mission clears. They still cost 5 stamina, and that's no different from now. The normal battle right here costs 5, normal battle costs 5. The difference is that boss battles also cost 5 stamina instead of having to do stupid tickets, which I very much enjoy. And some person's gonna say, but Joker, it costs more stamina overall now. It's like, well, that's where you're wrong. Because you would have to grind at least 2 fights of normal battles to get enough tickets for 1 run of a boss fight. It's actually 10 stamina per boss fight in the previous version. Now it's 5. It's cut in half. So you're actually saving stamina doing it this way than you were having to grind tickets and then go back and then go back and then go back and then go back. It's very annoying. It does save you stamina in the long run, unless you literally do 1 fight and then you're out. And that's the only way you're going to save. You would actually have spent less stamina in the previous iterations, because you got some tickets for missions, you got tickets for first time clears, and you got 1 run, whether it be good or bad, and you're like, all right, fuck Jubilee, I'm out. Then yeah, you get less stamina. But for anyone else who actually wants to attempt a few runs here and there, this is a much better stamina usage format. The next thing that I do like is the splitting up of ranking rewards. Now, I don't particularly like what is contained in the ranking rewards, but the fact that they've given us now 2 avenues of different rewards is nice, because we used to only have 1, and it used to only have very specific things in it. So looking at the overall rewards, reward list, overall rewards, if you're in the 0.1%, you get hammers. You never used to get platinum hammers on Jubilee. This is brand new. Platinum hammers are very, very hot commodity for big time players. You still get the blueprints, whatever blueprint they want to put out. These are purely cosmetic things. If you like building your town of Tempest, they're great additions for you. I personally don't care, so don't think I've ever built any of the Jubilee reward buildings, to be perfectly honest with you. But these are the same. The ingots, now that unions are a thing, these are standard. And then the 5-star battle and protector motes for the old characters. These 4 things right here were things that were already rewards in previous Jubilees. The hammers are new. Hammers are very, very good. And it goes down from 5 down to no hammers once you hit 70%, which I think if you do all fights at least once, you're guaranteed into like 30% or something like that, or higher depending. I don't actually know. But hammers are also always a good thing. But you'll notice that in the overall rankings, they've split it up, and they no longer give magic crystals for overall reward. They put that into the group rankings, and I think that's kind of unfortunate. I really wish that they had just given us 600 here and 600 here, because just because you're group ranking number 1 doesn't mean that you're going to be tippity top ranking over here. You could be put with not a bunch of sweaty tryhards and get rank 1, and, you know, I would very much like to see people rewarded in crystals for actually, like, being tippity top of the world, or the server at least, alongside being tippity top of your group ranking. But that, you know, they're pretty stingy with crystals in this game, so, you know, I get it. I just don't like it. I understand, but I'm not a fan. But looking at the group rankings, here, again, the crystals are here now, so you have to get top 1 to get 600, or no, actually, top 1, 2, or 3 to get the full 600 amounts. Depending on who you're grouped with, you could be grouped with a sweat, like me, or nature. You could be grouped with not sweaty people, and if you try just a little bit harder, you could get number 1, you can get your 600 crystals. So it might make it less competitive to get a lot of crystals, which is good for a lot of people. But again, I still wish that they put it over here. These tickets, though, I already made a video on these new tickets already, so if you haven't watched that, please go do it. But these tickets are used in a brand new banner that is right here. The Medal of Honor Recruit tickets. You get these tickets based on your group rankings every single month when Jubilee ends, and depending on how many you get, you can do up to 5 singles for guaranteed 5 stars, which have a chance of being EX characters. There's Pity. It's so stupid high, though, that you're never going to see a protector character. But the fact that we are getting guaranteed 5-star tickets is something that's new. We didn't get tickets for ranking rewards in Jubilee previously. So that's new. And then the 15 stamina potions, like, I guarantee you, I've used more than 15 stamina potions for Jubilee, in every Jubilee. So it's a nice cherry on top of the cake, but it's a very small cherry. And also, I'm not a big fan of cherries, personally. 15 potions is cool and all. I've used about 200 potions or something like that. It does not make up what I have spent trying to get, you know, group rank 1 and overall rank 4, currently as of recording this video. But again, it is just that nice little, here you go. Here's something else for you. So we do actually have, 1, 2, 3 extra rewards in Jubilee that we previously just did not have at all. And, you know, 5 stars is not a small amount of just, here you go. You do have to work for it. But even if you put, you know, a medium amount of effort in and you get rank 21 to 30 or rank 11, you can get 2 to 3, and that's 2 or 3 more 5 stars you maybe didn't have to begin with. And they do have very, very small chances of being EX characters, which is always a good thing. The fact that they have EX characters on them is already a pretty big W. Regardless of the pity system and all that, they could have just given away old 5-star tickets and had no chance to get EX characters except for like Tyr and Clayman and Yom and Murin. Those would have been a pretty big L. But they put up to Exalted Champions in these tickets, which means you might pull, you know, Exalted Champion Velzard, or Milim, or Guy, or Primal Demon Violet, or, you know, pretty much any EX character that released from the 2.5 anniversary back. That's pretty good. And again, we didn't used to have these in the game. So this is new, this is exciting, people can get more chances to get 5 stars. Overall, I think this new format is a good thing. Yes, there are things I don't enjoy. Yes, there are things I would change. But overall, I think the system works better. It looks better. It plays better. And for now, I'm happy with it. When we get a user survey, either at the end of this month because Jubilee is new, or for the 3rd anniversary at the end of November, I will certainly put in there that I think the pity needs to be reworked. I wish that they would also put Magic Crystal rewards into the overall rankings to make it give people more incentive to play harder. But like the stamina costs, great, love it. The consolidated menus, great, love it. The brand new rewards, great, love it for the most part. I think this is a good thing, and it's the first revamp of Jubilee we've pretty much ever received. Take that back. It's the second revamp. The first time was when they started adding AoE stages, and they started having bosses with unlimited HP, and it was just maximum damage done throughout. Back, way, way, way back before I think the first anniversary, all the Jubilee boss fights, they actually had a health bar, and you had to very carefully manage that and get them down to the tiniest sliver, nut tap of health, and then you nuke them, and then they would die. That's old Jubilees. I don't think a lot of people play from that era nowadays. So they they changed that for the first anniversary, and now the boss has unlimited HP, and you just do as much damage as physically possible in a fight, and then you get scored off of that. But so this would be our our second overall reworking of Jubilee, and I like it. I enjoy it. I'm interested to see what other people who are not sweaty tryhards and how they are getting along, and what is your group ranking for people that don't try and sweat and spend a literal fuck ton of money on the game. Like, how are you guys enjoying it? What would you change from this new format? Let me know in the comments, because I'm very interested to hear. But that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.